Cycle 1, week 15, number 128, Prince. This week is all about fossils. So you're going to want to talk about fossils. What do they know about fossils? Have they ever seen fossils before? What can fossils tell us? All of those different things about fossils. Again, Nicole Liam, she has great discussion down here and information that you can learn about fossils yourself to help share with the kids. But then the activity is we're essentially going to be making a fossil ourselves. So I bought these little teeny tiny Play-Dohs, one per kid, and styrofoam little bitty like dessert size plate. I'm just going to put it there kind of like that. So I'm going to try and make it smooth on the top. And then I brought a bunch of seashells home from the beach when I went recently. And the kids can each choose a seashell. Some are bigger than others. The Play-Doh needs to be at least as big as the seashell because they're going to be pressing a seashell down into the Play-Doh to make an imprint. Okay, so I'm pushing it down enough to pull it back out and see a lovely seashell print. That worked pretty well. And you know, if it doesn't work well, they can just ball their stuff up again. Actually, I think my Play-Doh looks a little ugly right there, so I'm going to redo it. So maybe it's better to start by balling it up. And then pressing down. You have to kind of gently pull it back out. Oh, that's gorgeous. That worked out really, really well. So now I'm going to spray each little one. The thing calls for Vaseline. This works better. This is cooking spray. It's easier, rather. Just going to spritz a little bit in there. It's going to help the plaster of Paris not stick too bad. Set that aside for a second. Everybody gets their own cup. And then an adult should help with the plaster of Paris. This is... I'm making sure I've got the right proportions. I think it's 2-to-1, the plaster to water. So I have a teaspoon. And that is a little tiny shell. So I'm going to try 1 teaspoon of plaster. And I'm just going to eyeball half. I'm going to mix it up in my cup with it's not going to be enough. Not even close. So I'm going to get my second. Not right now, honey.
Okay, Mom.
All right. So you just want the consistency to be thin enough that you can actually get it out of the cup. Okay, so it's really okay to kind of mess around with the proportions to get it right. That, in the end, honestly seemed closer to 1-to-1. But I think it's supposed to be about 2-to-1 plaster to water. And then I'm just, let's pull it back. I'm just spooning the plaster into my little mold. And that's all there is to it. Now it has to dry. And you have a lot of time to kill. So there's some great pictures in Nicole Liam's lesson plan that you can talk through. You can talk about museums that you've gone to. This might be a good week for a library book about fossils. It says it takes about 20 minutes to dry. I don't know in reality how long each individual one will take. So you'll probably want to set these aside and then send them home at the end of the day. So when it comes out, though, of course, it's going to look like a seashell, like a fossil. So it's sort of like making your own little fossil. So there's going to be a lot of discussion needed this week to kind of fill in time. But hopefully this will be really fun.